And breathing in again. Ah, wow, so many of you turned up on this 14th of November. It's so lovely to see so many of you. Now, how many of you am I meeting for the very first time? Give me a one in chat if I am meeting you for the very first time. One down below. And if I have met you before, give me a two in chat if I've met you before. Hello, Arpita, Shinu, Jaya, Anita, Lou, Rahania, welcome. Sarah, Maha, Purnima, Vishuti, Chanakya, lovely. Kasya, oh, lovely. And I've been reading some of the notes. Bhumika, welcome. And I've been reading some of the notes you've been putting on the WhatsApp group. So how many of you on this call, you are either a healer, a therapist, or a coach already? So give me an A in chat if you're already a healer, therapist, or coach. And what made you want to come and join this Attract Masterclass today? Write for me in chat. What are you wanting from me? What is it that you would like, your takeaway, let me see how you would like me to serve you. Hello. To connect and attract more clients. Yeah, lovely. More clients. Thank you. Fabulous. So let me begin by sharing a story with you. Tips for more clients. Reconnect with NLP. Perfect. Attract clients. Attract more clients. Let me begin with a little story. So I remember I was in my full-time corporate job and I was not happy. How many of you are not happy with your full-time current job, whether it's housewife or professional or in between jobs, or you're not happy because you haven't got the number of clients that you want? Give me an N in chat for not happy, please, if you're not happy. I was not happy in all those days, all those years ago, and I was giving my life and my blood to this company I was working for. And as you know, many of you have met me before, I was diagnosed with cancer years prior, and that's what kind of shifted me to go and learn all these different healing modalities. And I wanted to leave, jack the job in and start my life as a professional coach. Because by this point, I had learned something known as EFT, emotional freedom technique. I had learned something called the journey. I'd learned inner child healing. And I'd also become a coach, an NLP practitioner. And I trained with, 200 different people worldwide. But I had this belief that you cannot have a successful living as a coach, healer, or therapist. How many of you have had this belief? Give me a B in chat if you've had this belief. And this was one of my beliefs, that it was impossible for me to earn a successful living. And because in my corporate, I had a Mercedes car, I had a house on the beach, I had a home in the city as well, and I was flying and I was traveling, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to have this kind of lifestyle. And I remember I was at this one seminar with Tony Robbins in the United States, and there was one of their lead coaches there who was earning really good amount of money. And I thought, yeah, that would pay the bills. Thank you very much. And I asked her the question, I said, what is it that has made you such a great coach? And she said three things. And I'm going to share these three skills with you right now. And I want you to take as many notes as you like, and so that you can kind of, leaving today, implement all of this and try it out. And the first thing she shared with me, something known as your triangle of success. And she said there's three things that are important. The first is your body language. And she said, I adjusted my body language as if I'm the best coach in the world. So let me ask all of you, if you feel like the best coach in the world, is your body language going to be like this? Is it going to be like this? Is it going to be like this? What's it going to be like? Just show me, those of you with videos on, what's your body language going to be like? Because that's the first thing that she did. And she said, I relaxed my shoulders, relaxed my breathing, held my head just a little bit higher like this, breathed in and out. And she adopted the body language of confidence. That's the first thing. The second thing that she did was the words that she was saying to herself. And these are the words she said to herself, that I am the best coach in the world. Those are the words that she believed, that she said to herself. And so I want you to put yourself in that emotional and mental state as if you are the best at what you do. The reason I bring this up is whenever we interview healers, therapists, and coaches, and we ask them in secret, what's the reason they feel they're not getting clients? They don't share this openly, by the way. They share this only in secret. Is what they share with us is they don't have the confidence in their skills, because they have lots of different skills, but they feel that they're not confident enough to charge money for it with clients coming their way. And it's something that they secretly feel, and they don't like to openly share it. Or what's happened is they love the skills they have, but they're not getting the client, and that knocks their confidence. How many of you feel confidence has been something that's been in the way of you moving forward, or they've trained in something, but they haven't learned the system intimately enough to be able to have that confidence that, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can earn a livelihood. And so her second thing was, that I believe in myself. I can do this, and I'm the best coach in the world. So again, think about your body language, bring yourself in that position that I can do this. And the third thing she said to me was my focus. She said, my focus, that was the most important third thing. And she said, I was more focused on serving my client than they may have been on serving themselves. I was more focused on serving my client than they were on serving themselves. And so these were like the three most important things, triangle of success. So let's try it out together. Take a breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Adopt the body language of confidence. I can do this. I've got this. Second thing is, notice the language that you're saying to yourself when you can do it. I can do this. I believe in myself. And the third is focus. Focus on value and serving, not pushing and vomiting. This is where people go wrong. They try and push or vomit something onto the person and say, come, join, solicit. She was focused completely on service. Now, there was something else she said to me, which was really curious at the end. She said, I don't believe I'm the only best coach in the world. She said, I believe everybody is the best coach in the world. So for a moment, I want you to come into that energy, because that energy that everyone is the best coach now no longer has comparison and competition. These two are killers in growing your private practice, competition and comparison. If you've ever felt jealous about somebody else on what they've achieved, or you've ever found yourself comparing, just take a breath in now and blow it out. It doesn't belong here at all. And so when I did this sort of triangle of success exercise, it kind of gave me the confidence that maybe I could do it. But still, I still had this doubt, like, will I have enough money to pay my mortgage? And I had just got qualified as a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, as a breakthrough coach, as a hypnotherapist, as a timeline technology therapist. And I had all these incredible skills. And I said to myself, let me put my money where my mouth is. If these skills work, well, I'm going to implement them for me. If I can create financial independence for me, that means I can coach anybody. And I set about the process, because I teach the 7-step system. Would any of you like me to share the 7-step system with you? Give me a 7 in chat, and then when we come to the end, I'll share it with you. So I do the 7-step system. And the first was, what do I want? So what do I want? I want financial independence. That's what I wanted. You know why? Not because I want money, honestly. I just wanted to have enough money to pay my bills and travel around the world. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to sit on some pot of cash somewhere because it's of no value to me, but I wanted to swim with the whales in Tonga. I wanted to go to the mountains of Bali. I wanted to spend time meditating in Bhutan, which I've done all of that now. Now my travel bug is gone. But in those days, I wanted enough financial independence where I didn't have to work another day and I could just take off on a flight whenever I wanted. And so I said, so what do I want? What prevents me from what I want? And I had all these beliefs. I had these beliefs that it's hard work having your own business. It's not possible. It's too hard. But the worst toxic belief that I had was I had a belief that because I had a mortgage at the time, that I had to be able to work forever to pay that mortgage. Oh my goodness. If any of you have this kind of a belief, it's not true. Having reached the other side, I want you to know I no longer have a full-time job. I have my own business. It's not true. You don't need to work forever to pay off your mortgage. That's what the banks teach you. Because it's important that the banks teach you that, because who are you going to borrow money from? The banks. How are the banks going to survive? By you borrowing money from them. And I remember watching this movie called The Zeitgeist, which exposed this whole thing. And then in the second step, when I uncovered what prevents me, I kind of cleared that belief. And I cleared the belief that I didn't have to work so hard, that maybe money could come in from other ways. And hence my abundance shifted and turned. I manifested enough money using the NLP coaching skills to pay off my mortgage, this house that I live in today. And I attribute all the financial abundance that I have to those early days with breakthrough coaching and NLP. So let me ask this to all of you. What do you feel is the belief that prevents you from being able to have clients coming in? What's the belief do you feel that prevents you? You can write it in chat for me. Imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. If I change more, no one will pay. Belief that I'm not good enough. Self-doubt, not good enough. These are less clients for me. Imposter syndrome, imposter syndrome. I'll make a fool of myself. Why would they come to me? What is so special? Okay, that's great. Now that you've uncovered the belief, I want you to uncover the feeling associated with the belief. Uncover the feeling associated with the belief and write that down. What's the feeling associated with the belief? Yeah, fear. Thank you. Thank you. I feel I'm not competent. Fear, self-doubt, irritation, fear, doubt, fear. Okay. Now, the next step is I want you to notice where in the body you're feeling this fear. Notice, is the fear here? Is the doubt in the stomach? Where is it? Right. Okay. So heart, stomach, heart, chest, stomach, heart, gut, stomach, solar plexus, heart, and stomach, stomach. Okay, great. Stomach and chest. Lovely. So now that you know the emotion, so you know the belief, you know the emotion, you know the body part, I want you to momentarily close your eyes and focus on that body part momentarily. As you close your eyes, focusing on that body part where you feel this belief, I want you to notice how old you were when you learned this belief. What was your age? What was your age when you learned this belief? And I want you to write that age down. Thank you. 43, 12. Thank you. 4, 10, 22, 23, childhood. 36, 4, 37, 12, 22, 16. Lovely. 27, 8. You guys are doing so well. This is fabulous. Okay. So if you cannot pinpoint, it's completely okay. Just get a sense of it. That's fine. You don't need to pinpoint it. Now, 27, thank you. So now I want you to ask yourself the next question. If you could go back in time now, so I want you to go back in time now and connect with the time when that belief was born, that emotion was born, and wherever you felt it in the body, just connect with that time point now. And ask that past you, what was some of the resources that past you needed at the time? What do I mean by resources? Maybe self-belief. Maybe it's going to be okay. What were some of the positive resources, the qualities that past you needed at the time that would have really helped them? And just get it. So self-belief, thank you. Reassurance, thank you. Don't worry so much. Lovely. So Snehal, this is what I'm going to ask you. When you're not worrying so much, what are you feeling? You want the positive of it. Confidence, clarity, reassurance, you deserve it too. Self-love, support, hope, confidence. You are good. Self-love, calm, perfect. So I want you to imagine putting this quality in this wonderful balloon, putting this quality in this wonderful balloon, this magical balloon. And I want you to take this magical balloon back to the past you, and hand it over to them and let them touch that balloon. Just get a sense of them touching that balloon. And then let them, as they touch the balloon, imagine breathing in that quality now. Keep breathing in the quality. I can do it. It's possible. It's okay. Just breathe it in. Give it to the past you. And when that past you, no matter what age they were, has this belief, this positive quality, I'm good enough, you can do it. I want you to notice, how are they feeling right now? How are they feeling? How are they feeling when they have the self-love, the calm, the support? Yeah, grateful. Sarah, that's the perfect emotion. Snail, if they're feeling overwhelmed, ask them, what do you need for the overwhelmed feeling? Okay. Confident. Yeah, Bhavna, if they're feeling nervous, ask them, what do they need for that nervousness, and give it to them. They see themselves in their true power. Lovely, great and confident, confident and loved. Yeah, perfect. So staying connected to this quality, whatever it is, great, confidence, emotional, complete. This time, I want you to imagine breathing it in your current body. Breathing it in your current body. So just breathe it in. And imagine it in every cell in your body. Lovely, well done. So this little brief demonstration I shared with you is something known as change past history, where you're changing a belief. If you got something from it, give me a 100 in chat. If you got a takeaway, a realization, something that you got from it. So this is one of the things that's really important, is to be able to uncover what are some of the beliefs in the way. And I feel when I started to do that process, and I started to believe that, you know what, I can earn a 6-figure salary being a coach, being a therapist. I mean, I never imagined that I'd have a wait list one day, and that's where I am today. It's like I'm not able to actually take more people on right now because I've actually become so busy, and I love what I do. I'm passionate about it. Yesterday, I was going to the hospital clinics. I just had to get some regular tests done. And I was in the car with an Uber driver. And we were just chatting about life and how he enjoyed being an Uber driver. And I said, I love what I do, which is being a trainer. And we were just kind of celebrating life, that how amazing is it to really enjoy what you do, love what you do. And if you could wave a magic wand right now, and you could decide what is it you want to do day in and day out that would light you up and make you feel so invigorated, what would that be? And maybe some of you are already doing that. Write that in chat for me. Heal and transform life. I'm already doing it. Lovely. Life trainer. Oh, lovely. Help others feel better. Believing it's possible. Help others. Therapist. Lovely. Having faith in myself, beautifully put, to be a life coach, therapist. Fabulous. Therapist, yeah. Lovely. And let me share a little bit more with all of you in terms of what can you do to make a difference and earn a living as a coach. So who is this for? This is for either aspiring or already experienced coaches, yoga therapists, healers, therapists, psychologists, physical trainers. Basically, if you're in the helping profession, this is for you. And in our time together, I want to share the 4 secrets to attracting clients, what makes the biggest difference to have happy clients, and how a system like Breakthrough Coaching with NLP helps. I've already kind of introduced you to it a little bit. So why is it that attracting clients is so hard? And these are the reasons I feel. One is that there's belief there. There's a belief there that's in the way. I think the second thing is, and I wish I had known this all those years ago, you don't have access to a system, a proven system that works, and someone to hold your hand and say to you, use this system works. And I think the third thing, what happens that I notice is people get qualified and then they build a website and they're like, where are my clients? Where are my clients? My clients are not here. Why are my clients not here? I got qualified, have a website, no one, what's going on? But what they don't realize, they have to have a system that lets people know I'm here, but not in a soliciting way, more in a way that adds value to someone's life. So I want to go through the 4 things that I think are really important. So one is having the right skills and tools. So what do I mean by having the right skills and tools? Share with me in chat, what are some of the skills you have today? What are some of the skills you have today? Listening skills, yeah, lovely. EFT, matrix re-imprinting. EFT, energy healing, emotional healing. I'm a good listener. Yoga teacher, therapist. Presentation skills, breakthrough coaching, active listening, empathy. These are great skills. Hold a safe space, EFT, angel therapy, compassion, empathy, time. Yeah, lovely. Your knowledge, yeah. Sujoke, Akashic records, money, Reiki, EFT, inner child, matrix. Shamanism, Reiki, empathy, NLP, PEAT, fear, spiritual and Vedic coaching. Yeah, so you've got some really great skills over here. Now, one of the things that I found is really important is to have like a toolbox of skills, because what happened was I first got qualified with emotional freedom techniques, which was great for people who were feeling anxious, stressed, had physical tension, or were going through something emotional. But when I went into corporate and I've got EFT, it was like they ran for the hills. They're like, what? Emotions? We're not chatting to you about emotions. I was like, oh, I don't have the right skills and tools for a corporate environment because I come from a corporate background. And that's what prompted me to then learn coaching and neurolinguistic programming, because in a corporate environment, they're like, oh, these are the right skills for us. Thank you very much. You can come in with these skills because we don't have to open up to our emotions. Now, similarly, I found myself in a spiritual circle, and there I went with my toolbox of corporate skills. I think they had a heart attack on the spot. They're like, no, I want intuitive work. I want energy work. I want, flowing work. What's all this, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Give me a 100 in chat. But this is the thing. You have to have the right skills and tools for the audience you want to attract. For the audience you want to attract. So you want to begin with, who is the audience you want to attract? So as you take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to imagine an audience member finding you for professional paid sessions. I want you to notice, are they male or female? How old are they? What are they wearing? What's their profession or job? Notice every single thing about the type of client you want to attract. Lovely. Pause and come to neutral. We're going to do something else now that's going to make you laugh. Now, I want you to imagine you as your client. Very good. I want you to imagine you as your client, and I want you to notice you as your client. How old are you? What's the pain that you have in life? What are the problems that you're faced with? I want you to notice what's the solution that you're seeking. And do you want a healer? Do you want a therapist? Do you want a coach? Do you want a counselor? Do you want more energy work? Do you want more structured coaching work? What is it that you want? And write that down in chat, because this is the thing. Who you are is the best client to attract to you, because there are out there people exactly like you who are wanting who are wanting stuff from you based on the journey that you have been on. Let me begin by sharing a story with all of you. When I started as a stress relief coach, because I was like, you know what, I'm stressed out. I'm going to begin as a stress relief coach, and I'm going to help all the stressed out people out there. And then I got a lot of stressed out people coming to me. I'm like, I'm getting stressed out because there's so stressed out people. We're not going to be a stress relief coach anymore. Forget that. And then I started to brand myself as a passion and purpose coach. Yeah, I'm going to be a passion and purpose coach, because people kept coming to me and say, you're so passionate. You know your purpose in life. Help me, help us with our purpose. And I got all the doubting people in the world. And I wanted to help them feel their passion and purpose. Like, this is too hard. They doubt themselves. How can I help them find their passion and purpose? Who else was doubting herself? What were the type of clients I was attracting? I was attracting clients that were mirroring my vibration. And then I realized I actually felt too scared to hone it down to one particular niche, because I thought, what about all the other people? They won't come to me. What's going to happen then? And then one day I realized my biggest pain was what? Self-doubt. What was the biggest solution to self-doubt? For me, it was confidence. And I call myself a confidence coach. And that's how my coaching and therapy and healing journey began. It began as a confidence coach because I started to work with clients who were like me, who doubted themselves, who had worked in corporate, wanted to jack in their corporate job, and wanted to find a way forward, because this was authentic, this was real, and this felt like the right kind of thing. So share with me in chat, what's your takeaway so far in terms of what I've shared with you? So you need the right skills, you need the skills that match your audience, and you need to share the skills in a way that makes sense to your audience members. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Rihanna. Now, let me share with you the 7 steps to breakthrough coaching, so that you can get an idea of a 7-step system. So I'll just open a different slide deck. Yeah, perfect. So the first step of the system is to work out, what do you want? Like I was sharing with you, I wanted financial independence. And sometimes people don't answer the question, what do you want? They'll share with you what they don't want first. So when they do that, you say to them, thank you for sharing. You don't want this. When you don't have this, what do you want? So for example, if they say, I don't want to feel fearful. Thank you for sharing. You don't want to feel fearful. When you're not feeling fear, what are you feeling? So number 1, you establish, what do you want? Number 2 is you work out what is preventing. And these are the beliefs, the emotions, the past memories. Because the truth is, the only thing that is stopping you from you is not what's on the outside, but what's on the inside. And I'm kind of living proof on that. Number 3 is to get ready for the change. And many people miss step 3 out as a healer, therapist, or coach. Because what can happen is the client wants to move towards a future. They've tried to move towards a future before, but they have failed in moving towards that future. Now, the reason they're not able to move towards that future is they have something known as silent sabotage or secondary gain, or they're not ready to make the change. So one of the things you have to make sure with the skills that you are using today is that you, at step 3, you take a pause, because the mistake people make is they jump to sharing all the sexy therapy, coaching, healing skills without really establishing first, is this person ready for the change? And what happens is you share these really sexy, amazing skills, and your client doesn't change. And they don't change because you didn't do the work here. I call this the marination phase, where you want to have a lot of clarity about where they're at, where they want to be, and what unconsciously has meant they're not ready for the change. Because sometimes what you might end up doing is going back and revising what the person wants and adjusting it again, because they're not ready for what they originally thought that they wanted, because something is in the way. Now, at this stage, step 3, I also teach something known as leverage. Let me explain what leverage is. 2/3 of the world will change as a result of pain. Let me give you an example. Life insurance is something people purchase because of pain. What if I die and my kids are left without anything? Let me get life insurance, so in case I die. I mean, you're not dying. Death is not happening. But anyway, I'm going to imagine my death and I'm going to buy life insurance. This is making a purchase from pain. Now, the flip could be, wouldn't it be amazing to make a nest egg for my future? I'm going to buy life insurance so that I can put some money away. It can grow and I can have more money. But most people, only 1/3 of the world make the pleasure decision. 2/3 of the world make the decision because of the pain. Okay. And so you want to establish what's the pain, what's the pleasure, what's keeping someone in the pain. And sometimes at step 3, you need to move your client into the pain and let them be in the pain for a bit. Let me give you an example. I had a grandfather who came to me because he wanted to stop smoking. He tried everything, nothing had worked. And his grandkids wanted him to give up smoking. His wife wanted him to give up smoking. And he was basically the end of it. And I had to find something known as leverage. And I found out in chat with him, he has lovely grandkids that he loves spending time with, running in the garden, playing with, enjoying time with. And I said to him, I said, can you imagine for a moment your grandkids are graduating? And they're so excited. And in the graduation hall, they have a space for all their family members to attend. And they're getting on stage, getting ready to get their graduation certificate. And granddad's chair is there and it's empty. How do you feel? And it was like, because he realized in that moment that if he does not take care of his health, he may not be alive to go to his grandkids' graduation. This is known as leverage. He wanted to give up smoking, but he was in his comfort zone. He didn't have enough leverage to be able to make the change. So at step 3, you're using kind of questioning skills, observation skills, listening skills to work out what's the sabotage that's in place that's preventing someone from making the change, and how do you get them ready to be able to make the change. Step 4 is enabling lasting change at a deeper level. So these are some of the skills where you enter sort of the psychological level, the psyche, the unconscious level, because all lasting change happens at an unconscious level. I gave you a brief taster of it today with that process in terms of the belief and going back to a memory, changing the memory, and then going and giving positive resources. And you want to do it at an unconscious level, because if you don't do it at an unconscious level, it's not always lasting change. Step 5 is program the transformation permanently. This is also known as conditioning and concretizing the change. And what that means is, for example, if you went to the gym tomorrow, are you going to get a muscle tomorrow? Give me an M in chat if you feel you're going to get a muscle tomorrow. Give me a T in chat if you are not going to get a muscle tomorrow and you have to go more than once to be able to get that muscle. Absolutely. You have to condition in the new way of being. It takes a minimum of 21 days to change a behavior, a maximum of 65, and a medium of 45 days, where you consistently do the same behavior again and again and again. Did your kids, those of your moms and dads or kids in the group, did you learn to go to the toilet on day 1? Did you learn to brush your teeth on day 1? You didn't. But why are we expecting that of ourselves if we don't expect it of our children? We gave our kids the space to be able to make the transformation, but we've not given ourselves the space to be able to make the transformation. And so you condition and you concretize. Let's do a little exercise together on this. I appreciate not all of you have been able to do all the steps, but I'll just teach this particular step to you. So many of you wrote in chat earlier, what is it that you wanted in terms of an audience? Many of you also wrote in chat, what is the belief that you wanted to have about yourself? Bring into your awareness again the belief that you want for yourself. And notice the emotion that you feel when you have that belief. Lovely. And I want you to whisper that emotion out loud. Lovely. So as you feel that emotion right now, I want you to notice the color, texture, size, shape, fragrance, and taste associated with that emotion. The color, texture, size, shape, fragrance, taste associated with that emotion. Lovely. And I want you to imagine putting this color, texture, size, shape in every single cell in your body. And as you do that, just make a fist with your hand. So that every time you make a fist with your hand, you can start to feel that emotion. The tighter you squeeze, the more you feel. The more you feel, the tighter you squeeze. You want to do this every single day, 5 times a day for minimum 21 days, to be able to condition your body's energy system that it's okay to feel this emotion consistently. It's okay to feel this belief consistently, that it's completely allowed for you to have all that you want in your life. Lovely. Go ahead and take a breath in and just letting it out. Step 6 is testing the shift by imagining the future. Now, what can happen sometimes is when you start to imagine the future, some people will notice that they feel different, but some people will notice they don't feel different. If they don't feel different, all that means is they need to go back and resolve something that's not yet resolved. So step 6 is a really important part that you mustn't miss out if you're working and helping with a client. Even if you're working using more of an energy solution, or you're using more of a therapy or a coaching solution. Step 7 is to take massive action, because this is a thing. You can want to make a change in your life. I wanted financial independence. Now, Did I just change my beliefs and then just sit there and wait for my mortgage to be paid off? Is that what I did? It's like, oh, my beliefs changed now. It's all good. I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs and I'm just going to wait for. No, I didn't. I took massive action because I was in a place now of readiness to pay off that mortgage. So then I took massive action in terms of, I did something known as being a shark and looking out for the breadcrumbs, being a shark and looking out for the breadcrumbs. So I was noticing all the signs and symptoms coming my way, and I remember I did stock trading courses. I did courses on property. I read books on money. I read all the books on Poor Dad, Rich Dad, Man in Babylon. I mean, I studied this field. I'd watch a YouTube video every day. And I was just noticing, okay, how do I do this financial independence? And I made it a habit every single day. I took massive action. And then I remember the day when I paid off the mortgage in full. And the lawyer gave me the paper and he said, it's your house. Nobody else owns it. And I was like, ah. Now it looks easy when you have that piece of paper in your hand, but it requires taking massive action. Now, in that journey of taking massive action, though, please bear in mind, there will be wobbles that happen. We will go back and you'll again investigate, what do I want? What's preventing me? Am I ready for this change? Conditioning in a new way of being, imagining the future, and then taking massive action. So it's a cycle you go through again and again and again. Did you find these 7 steps useful? Give me a U in chat if you did. And then if you'd like me to give them to you on the group, I can do that as well. Okay, thank you so much. Now, let me share the second secret that's really important. Okay. The second skill that's really important is ask the right questions to dig deep. Now, why do I value asking the right questions so much? When you ask the right questions, you get to the root of what's going on. And this is one of the things I teach in my Breakthrough NLP coaching program is how can you ask the right questions? Now, let me do a live demo so that you can get a sense of what might be some of the right questions to ask. Does anyone here have something they want to explore? Just raise the digital hand. Okay, lovely. If you just put your video on and then I can bring you forward. Okay. Vishuddhi, huh? I said your name correctly?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Okay, tell me, what do you want to explore?
So I want to explore, the possibility of finding right partner.
Lovely. Tell me more, the reason you want to explore finding the right partner.
So I have been trying to find one for quite some time now. And like when I invest time with somebody, only after a few months or couple of weeks, I realize that this is not working. And
Fair
then
enough.
I feel that, then I take a break. Then I'm again looking for, exploring more, meeting new people, exploring. And so it's a process, basically.
And what does the right partner mean to you?
So the right partner means somebody who's well educated. For me, like since I'm also quite well educated, who's financially independent. So like he doesn't have to depend on me. Then who understands and contributes to my situation, like helping me in taking care of my mother. So, and traditionally, what we see in India, like I come from India, that it's very complicated. The entire family gets involved, and like that is one big block that I feel, because I don't believe in all those, systems, to say so. Like for example, I don't believe in dowry,
Mm.
right? So somebody who wants to marry me for me being me and not, money, etc., or like the job that I have and things like that.
It's lovely that you're so clear that you want someone educated, independent, who understands, is able to contribute. It's not, you also want something that's not complicated, because you find the system with dowry quite
Yeah.
complicated, and someone who accepts you for being you. Now, you mentioned this is not working. So what about it is not working? Where are you getting stuck?
So, so when I meet people, so there are many things which are good about them, right? But then something is there which doesn't fit well, right?
For example?
So for example, like recently I was dating someone, and this person is is doesn't have a job. He just left the job last year. He's exploring options with startups. So he's financially very unstable. So yes,
So you want someone who's financially stable as well?
of course. I mean, I don't want to have a partner who's financially dependent on me.
Okay. And do you want them to take care of you financially as well?
No, I mean, I can take care of myself, and I would like my partner also to take care of himself and his family.
Perfect. So for
Like,
you
I,
to
I,
attract
see this, I see this as two very different things. Like, like me and my partner, financially, we are very different. We are not like one unit.
I understand. You see that to be you have your own independence financially, his
Yes,
and
yes.
yours. Yeah. That's great that you have so much clarity. It's a lovely quality you have. Now, uh, and you want to be in a relationship with them, you want to get married to them. What's the outcome you're seeking?
So the final outcome that I seek is eventually to like marry,
Mm,
because
okay.
I think India is not yet so progressed to accept live-in relationships respectfully.
So
I am
you're
okay with
okay
this.
complying with the system.
Sorry.
So you're okay complying with the system in this regard. And the
So I am okay with live-in relationship, but I don't think my family would be okay with that. So if I can live with the person, might as well marry that person. It's just like, you know, a piece of paper that declares
That makes so much sense. Now, say out loud for me, I want to get married, but
I want to get married, but
what's the thought that comes up?
I don't want to lose my individuality.
Lovely. So then that's where the work is. So as you say, I don't want to lose my individuality. Where do you feel it in the body?
In my throat.
Lovely. Well done. You're doing so great. What's the emotion associated with this belief? I don't want to lose my individuality. And you can feel it in your throat.
It's a lot of anger. I also feel it in my knees.
Yeah, well done. Good job. So it's in your throat, it's in your knees. You're doing so well, by the way. And you feel this anger. I want you to just allow the anger for now. And notice, how old were you when you felt this?
Maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah. I want you to bring into your awareness an image associated with that anger. Any image associated with the anger.
I just recall like my parents fighting.
That's a perfect image. You're doing so great. So as you notice this image of your parents fighting, make this image even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, so big, so big, so big, so big, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, so big, so big, so big. Make it the worst and the biggest image you've ever had of them fighting. So big, so big, so big, so big, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, so big, 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 really big, really big. That's it. Even bigger, even bigger, even bigger. And make yourself small, 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 so small, so small, really small, really small, really small, small as a dot. How small are you in relationship to this image of your parents fighting?
Almost non-existent.
Yeah, almost distant. That's it. You've done it. And so make this image of your parents fighting even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, because the stars, the galaxies, the cosmos, so big, like a big, big, big balloon that's going to burst any minute. So big, 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 even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger. That's it. And pop. And take a breath in and out. Lovely. Well done. And notice now, where is that image now?
I feel it in my knees, not in my throat though, but yeah, I feel it in my knees.
You feel it in your knees and not in your throat. And how big is the image now?
It's like vast. It's like as if like it's there in my surrounding. It's like that.
Is it inside or is it just outside?
It is outside.
And the emotion, is it still anger or something else?
I think it's more about like pity.
Ah, well done. Give me another image for the pity.
I don't get any immediately.
No problem. This no image, make it bigger. All the times you've ever felt there's no image, there's nothing, there's no one, and you feel pity for yourself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Make this even bigger, 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 so big, so big, so big, really big, really big, really big, so big, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, so big, so big, so big, so big. That's it. Well done. So big, so big, so big, so big, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger. That's it. That's it. That's it. Even bigger, so big. All the times you felt pity for yourself. That's it. Even more, even more, even more, even more. As big as the stars, the galaxies, the cosmos. That's it. So big, so big, so big, so big, so big, really big, really big, really big, really big. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to pop my fingers in a minute. And when I pop my fingers, just imagine that image actually getting smashed and popping like a big balloon. Make it even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, even bigger. So big, 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 even bigger, even bigger. And pop. Take a breath in. Let it out. Well done, you.
Yes.
Yeah. What's happening now? You did it.
Yeah, I feel something in my left shoulder. And I think when I was expanding the image of no image, I also felt a lot of helplessness.
Yeah. So you've gone into another emotional level, rooted in that 5-year-old memory.
Yes.
So we are in what I call the root cause Vishuddhi.
Okay.
And so you need to be able to work with someone now on this root cause of what's going on, because you want to get married, but unconsciously there's this belief going on around independence. And then there's the image of mum and dad fighting, which may have another layered belief, by the way, about fighting in marriage.
Correct.
So this is another layered belief why the partner is not being attracted in. And then you're also describing a pity and a helplessness. And so it's about going back to this memory and doing the work. It might take about an hour to do the work there in terms of the deep change work. Have you, though, got how questions will be able to get you to the root of what's going on? Now, once you change that, and you change that belief system, you'll notice the type of people you attract in will be different. Because right now, you're attracting people that also have an independence conflict going on.
Right.
Just like this person that you liked, but they didn't fit well because they didn't have a job. But they had all the other qualities that were great for you.
Yes.
So they exist. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Rashidi. Thank you. Okay. Write for me in chat your takeaway from this brief demonstration about being able to ask questions to get to the root of what's going on. And I shared lots of different things there. Our coaches know the different things that I shared. You can even share with everyone on the group what I shared in terms of techniques. Layers, going deeper, asking questions are scary. Okay, that's a belief, my lovely. There are layers of emotions. Beautiful way of questioning. So you begin with, what do they want? What's going on? What's preventing? You have to listen really deeply to be able to ask the right questions. And you want to be able to get to the root memory, the root emotion, or the root belief that's driving the surface behavior. Because when you're at the root cause level, then you're doing the work where the work needs to be done, so that pattern or behavior doesn't come back again. So let me share with you the third skill that's really important to attract the right client. So after asking the right questions that get to the root cause, the third thing that's really important is being in the right energy. Being in the right energy. You know, it was so interesting. I was recently speaking to a client of mine, and they wanted something in their life and it wasn't happening. And they're like, see, it hasn't happened. There you go. Oh, it's not, never worked. Hasn't worked. I said, yes, it's not working because you're waiting to prove that it's not working. So what's the energy that you need to be in so you're no longer proving to yourself that it's not working? So I want you to notice, for you to attract clients, what's the energy you need to be in? Write that in chat. Yes, Krati, you can call it probing as well. Positive, confident, energy of grace, positive vibes, positive feelings of positivity. Yeah. Abundance. Yeah. Okay. So now that higher vibration, confidence, confidence, hope, perseverance, confidence, lovely. So now that this is the vibration you feel you need to be in to be able to attract your clients, I want you to notice what's the color, texture, size, shape of this particular emotion. The color, texture, size, shape of this particular emotion. Confidence, positivity, believing in yourself. Bling, bling. Very nice description. I love that description. So I want you to notice all the sensory stuff around it, the color, the texture, the size, the shape. Yeah, Ritika, beautifully done. Violet, fuzzy, huge, vast, like a cloud. Perfect. What else? Because this is your formula of being in the right energy on a daily basis. Ball of fire. Lovely. Fabulous. Blue. Thank you. Yeah, what else? Blue, smooth, vast. Yellow, open, sparkling. Blue, smooth flow. Yellow, open space. Perfect. And so I want you to imagine for a moment, I want you to stand up and I want you to imagine for a moment that you have a circle in front of you. We're going to do it together. So just go ahead and stand up and imagine there's a circle right in front of you. Okay, there's a circle right in front of you, an imaginary circle. And I want you to put into that imaginary circle the emotion. I want you to imagine in that imaginary circle all the things you wrote down: violet, fuzzy, huge, vast, like a cloud. And notice this circle in front of you on the ground. And notice all, and imagine sprinkling all that energy in there of everything that you want to feel in terms of the emotional space you need to be in to attract the clients coming into you. And I want you to notice a circle like a column of light going up to the stars, the heavens, and the galaxies. And just keep sprinkling into that circle all the qualities. That's it. Amazing. Lovely. And as you close your eyes, I want you to imagine yourself now in that circle. That's it. Imagine yourself in that circle. And as you imagine yourself in that circle, closing your eyes. And I want you to intensify that circle like a column of light now, up to the stars, the heavens, and the galaxies. And on my count of 3, 2, and 1, take a step forward into that circle. This is your circle, your energetic vibration. Everything you want to feel. And as you step into that circle, into that column, your attraction column, I want you to notice the types of clients being magnetized towards you. And staying in this vibration, staying in this energy. Lovely. And as you take a little step back, take another breath in and out. And notice how you feel. And you can write that to me in chat. Notice, how do you feel? Okay, and I'll take some questions. If anyone has any questions for me, you can ask me your questions. The final and fourth step is to have an attraction system. And an attraction system begins with, number 1, being clear on who your audience is. Number 2, being of value to them. So sharing things that are important to them and make them feel valued by you. And step number 3 is to be able to connect. You want to connect with people. You want them to feel your energy. You want them to feel your vibration. Because when people feel connected to you, they want to learn more about what you have to offer. Lovely. Bling Queen King Queen Magnet. Is it possible not to feel better what to do? So Arpita, you probably need someone to work with you privately, I would say, or learn the skills to be able to use on yourself. Because if someone's not feeling better, there's something deeper going. There's nothing wrong with it. It's completely okay for there to be times when you don't feel better, because there's something at the deep root cause that you need help to be able to work through. Okay, any other questions for me? Now, I know I have many of my Breakthrough NLP coaches on this call. Breakthrough NLP coaches who are on this call, feel free just to put a B in chat to just identify yourself to everyone. Now, I also know on this group, I have those who don't know my coaching system, have never done anything with me before. Can you give me an N in chat if you're totally new to this? And those who've written an N in chat, would you like to find out more how you can learn the coaching system for yourself? I run a training course called Breakthrough Coaching with NLP. It's beginning on Sunday. I do it only once a year. And I have a special kind of festive offer right now. In fact, our festive offer has finished. If you go to the website, it's no longer there. But if anyone on this call would like to join on that festive offer, I'm happy to share it with you. I realize some of you are coming on that call for the very first time as well. Who's coming on that call for the very first time and has signed up to become a breakthrough coach, a hypnotherapist, or a timeline? Okay, you have, Jaya. Lovely. I'm looking forward to seeing you on there. Now, those of you who have written and you would like to find out more about it, let me just share it with you at a high level. So I have a 21-day training beginning this Sunday. It has 5 international certifications. The first is Breakthrough Coaching, which is a 7-step coaching system. The second is hypnotherapy. The third is an NLP diploma. I'm associated with a UK-based organization called ANLP, or the Association of NLP. It has something known as timeline technology, where you can go back to the root of anger, fear, sadness, hurt, and guilt, and clear it from the root. And then the fifth qualification is NLP practitioner as well. Again, I'm accredited through ANLP. Now, so that's the 5 things it has. Now, in terms of the training course, the way it's set up is you get certified at the end of the 21 days. You need full attendance of the 21 days. And you also get mentoring as part of the 21 days, where at the end of it, I'll share with you a system on how you can use reels and videos. And I'll share with you short, tiny little messages that you can use on your social media to be able to attract clients. Now, this training course is normally available for $4,000 US, but I have an offer where it's available only for 300 USD or 25,000 rupees. Now, that offer has now finished, but if any of you would like that offer, Fatima will send you that information straight away. All you need to do to be able to get that offer is just, can you put a yes in Zoom chat, but also in WhatsApp chat? Fatima will send you her number right now as well in WhatsApp. So Dr. Lena, Rahana, Vibha, Vishuti, yeah, sure, I'm happy to speak to you one-to-one. That's absolutely fine. Rania, Krati, yeah. So Fatima, if you give, Fatima, put your number in chat, and then the easiest thing to do is Lena, Rahana, Vibha, Vishuti, Rania, Krati, Priyanka, Didi, Maha, Nisha, if you can in the WhatsApp chat window, just say me here, then she has your phone number and she can quickly get you that information as well. So we have, oh, that's lovely, Sheetal. I'm looking forward to it. I thought that was you, SS Sheetal. I was looking at your face. I'm thinking, I know you. Lovely, Ritika. It's great that you've put your number here. To make it easy for us, if you put your phone number here, then Fatima can send you that information straight away as well. You just have to check that you can come on the dates. Any questions for me? Anything anyone wants to share? Anything? No questions, nothing? Sure, Didi, if you message Fatima with your actual number, then I can get that booked for you. Yes, we have an EMI option as well available, but you just need to let Fatima know today. Sure, I'm happy to help you with that, Nandita, in terms of how you can become emotionally stronger. I would say you want to begin with what you want is to be emotionally stronger. You want to ask yourself, what's the real reason you want to be emotionally stronger? Then you want to ask yourself, what prevents you from feeling emotionally stronger? Like, what happens in your life? What's going on? And then you want to ask yourself if there's any kind of sabotage or secondary gain preventing you from continually being emotionally stronger. Sometimes there can be a gain of not being strong. Then you want to be able to condition in a new way of being in terms of emotional strength. And then the final thing is to be able to take actions towards it. Now, sometimes emotionally stronger is also not the best thing as well. I know I used to have that, and then I stopped crying, and then I ended up with cancer, so it's about also having a balance. And sometimes these things are rooted in childhood as well. So if you want to have a further chat about that, Nandita, just let Fatima know, and happy to figure out who can have a conversation. Thank you, Maha, Salah, lovely to get your number. Dr. Lena, Fatima will send you that detailed information right now. I can even put the link in Zoom chat. Just bear in mind the link that I'm sharing that's in Zoom chat doesn't have the offer that I've mentioned, but it has all the information about the curriculum, what I teach, people's experiences. It's all in there. I'm just putting it in the Zoom chat, and my colleague Jay can also help by putting it in the Zoom chat. Okay, does there need no case studies? Hallelujah. Certification is provided at the end of 21 days. Now, of course, successful completion. Yeah. Can we get the recording for this? Yes, you can. We have the recording on Facebook, and we'll put the replay link for you on the WhatsApp group. No problem. Yes, we'll give you the replay. You can watch it. Feel free to share the replay with whoever you want as well. And, do some of the exercises again. And watch out on our Instagram. Jay's going to put our Instagram link right now. We'll make the short little cuts and have them available on Instagram. I did a lot of little processes today, so we'll make them available. Thank you, Geraldine, letting us know you loved the webinar. Rishuddhi, lovely to meet you as well. I'm so inspired by what you want in your life. Now, Arpita, the only thing is I need to also manage your expectations. There is homework in between, and I teach it in a way that the skills become part of you. And at the end of the 21 days, you will let me know that they've become part of you. Perhaps I can ask my coaches to share their experience about it to those watching that's asking about it. Any other questions? Now, if you message me in private on Zoom, what will happen is I will lose that. So you need to be able to message Fatima or alert who you are on the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you for coming. Okay, lovely. Lovely, fabulous. So all that I have left to do with all of you is to wish you lots and lots of attraction, lots and lots of abundance. May all you want come in life, and may you have full of freedom in every single way. I do teach you the art of questioning, because I teach something known as the meta model in Breakthrough NLP, where I teach you the different ways in which you can ask questions and how can you uncover the different types of questions to ask for the beliefs. So I do go through that, and you have to practice it. That's the most important thing. So we recommend that you form something on a study buddy pods where you buddy up with other people and you practice your coaching skills. Hey, Seema, thank you so much. Thank you, Nirmal, for sharing that. Thank you, Chitra. Lovely. I think I've answered all the questions that you've asked me. Can you tell me again whether this masterclass is again in the future? Would you like me to do this masterclass again in the future? I've never done it before, and I'm not sure if it's you want me to repeat it or not. If you want me to repeat it, put an R in chat. I woke up one day in meditation and I was like, that's it, we're doing a masterclass called Attract, and it's my first day back from holiday. And I feel I've been thrown in the deep end. I would really appreciate it if you would connect with me on my Facebook. Jay will give you the link, and just let us know, what did you get from this Attract Masterclass today? And you'll have the replay there. Okay, so all I need to do is say thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you coming on Transformation Talk Live, we have it on the therapist group next Thursday. And our final guest is Belinda, and she is going to be doing the topic of forgiveness. If you want to be included on our Therapy Talk Live Facebook group, just put an I in chat and Jay will send you the link for that, so you can join. And we have a lot of our facilitators who have already shared their wisdom on that group. You're welcome to learn from them too. Okay, I'm going to say bye to Facebook, as I'm going to put some music on, and take care. Write me down below, what did you get from this? And I'll put some music on for us over here. Okay. I really loved how so many of you came. Thank you for all your support. Really appreciated it.